you got to understand that Jalen Brunson's 6'2". He scored 61, right? But understand what he's doing on defense, because this is what's going to allow him to score 61. He's guarding Trey Jones. And just notice the type of defense he's playing. Drop back. He's going under all the screens. He's not worried about him as an offensive threat. And so ultimately what this is going to do for him is allow him to conserve energy, so now he could just go on offense and go crazy. Plays like this are extremely overlooked because this is what's going to set the table for the rest of the game going forward, right? Cool minute 20 into the game, right? Brunson ends up getting into this handoff right here, which is what they love to do. And now he gets to read what Wemby is going to do in this action. And now he's dropped. And that tells him, oh, now I must continue to go in this game and use my drop coverage bag because that's how they're guarding me. Now he knows exactly what to read and what bag to tap into so he could be able to make the right plays. And so from knowing that from that last play, I got a drop coverage. What does he now read when he gets into this screen with Hartenstein? He reads Wemby. Now, is he going to commit? Is he going to step all the way over? Is he going to try to play both? Or is he just not going to commit entirely and worry about the roll? He gets here, sees a lane, attacks. Wemby, not worried about it. Watch Jalen Brunson's footwork though, right? Those drives are extremely vital because he's able to get into his floaters with the same rhythm as if he's really going to drive to the rack, right? He does it all in stride, all fluid. So it's hard for you to be able to see when he's actually going to go up and hard for you to time. Wemby is on this other side of the floor, right? And he is an interior force, an interior dominance. People scared to shoot around him. And so to start this game, Jalen Brunson had a few looks that were quite easy, right? That float right there, out the rim. You also thinking about Wemby and his ability to play defense and the fucking length that you see right there on that play, right? Which is ridiculous, right? And so now even not just that, which was an easy look, easy float. Another three right here. Brunson couldn't get his rhythm. Boom. He started this game out 1 for 5. But this is really where the 61 piece starts. This is where it really starts. Because understand who is out the game, Wemby, and now who's in the game, Zach Collins, who you see right here, number 23. And so now it's cookout time because you're also playing this drop coverage, and I don't got to worry about you as a shot blocker. And I'm going to do this one thing that's going to allow me to be able to get to exactly where I want. Let's slow this down, right? When Brunson gets off these screens, what he's now going to do, put Sohan in jail. Most importantly, so he can allow Mitchell Robinson to do this right here. Roll, so now he takes the attention of Zach Collins, and now it's just a matter of me getting my float over somebody that's behind me. Now, I'm getting that float over the top of you every single day of the week. Give me that first one, right? And now, once again, the biggest key when it comes down to this is being patient enough and being smart enough to use your angles, right? Works his way down, forces him lower into that screen. So now he has to step up, go over, worse positioning. Brunson, once again, gets in a position where Robinson can now roll, use that gravity, and Brunson, all he needs to do, float game, I get that over the top of you. I'm building my rhythm as soon as your rim protector get out the game. And that's how he's going to really begin to cook. He now had those last two possessions where he got 2 floats. Let me now play the game in layers, right? And notice what he's going to do. Boom, Wesley gets hit off the screen. Now it's a matter of Zach Collins playing this drop. And watch what Brunson does right here, right? Fakes the way going middle. And watch Zach Collins while he did that move, right? Really watch Zach Collins' movement on that move. Because when Brunson faked middle, Collins went from just dropping back to now flipping and stepping towards the middle, thinking he's going to go there or a pass is going to go there. So now Brunson's able to get out to that left side, and he disguises the float into a pass. So now Zach Collins doesn't even know what to go and guard. This might be the only time all game Jalen Brunson used his right hand for something really productive, right? He ends up getting left right here off this screen. Tween, that's the only pocket he got. Only time, bro. You don't see him use the right hand for a float, even for a lay. He got 61 with one hand. Crazy, dog. Crazy. You know how I was talking about how defensively he's just conserving energy? He's guarding Trey Jones on this right corner, right? He helps in. And this is the one of 2 times he got burnt by guarding Trey Jones and playing help and roaming and conserving energy. Meanwhile, Trey Jones had 9, Jalen Brunson had 61. Sometimes when you're in the game, you don't have to try some shit to know it's not going to work. So when Jalen Brunson gets off this drag screen, right? I'm not going to try to go and eat up this gap and finish at the rim with Wemby. What I'm going to do instead, right, is slow myself down like I'm going to do right here so that I could maintain contact with my defender. And now once I'm at a point where I like where I'm at, I now snatch back, get into my space, and get into my midi. I don't make the game harder than it has to be, right? And even understand this, right? Understand how we even created that separation. When y'all get in situations like this with that off arm, y'all want to drop somebody, so y'all go like this. But you just simply have to go like this if you just want to get a bucket. Chicken wing that. That's all you need because their momentum is already carrying them downhill. So you just got to lead them a little bit. And now you can be able to get your separation for your shot and not get called for all those offensive fouls. Hey, now Jalen Brunson might be undersized on defense, but he plays smart, right? And so he's going to manipulate movement as a defender right here because he's dropped back, realizing they just did an inverted pick and roll. So now he has to jump out, right? But when he jumps out and stops instead of jumping out and continuously moving lateral, right? Because now Wemby thinks with him jumping out, I could split. But in reality, he stopped. You can't split. So now it's like, oh shit, I ain't got nothing, right? But guess what we about to do on the other side? I stopped you right then and there. I got something for you right here. And so watch this, right? You got Jalen Brunson with Wemby on him. That's a 14-inch mismatch, right? That's a 14-inch height advantage for Wemby, along with the movement and his agility that he has. So now you're thinking, how can I score on him if I'm Jalen Brunson? Watch this, right? He's sizing them up, right? Tween, boom, hezzy, drive. Watch all the steps that he's about to take on this drive. Right step, boom, pointed to the rim. Left step, boom, pointing to the rim. So now what is this going to now do to Wemby, right, when he's trying to recover, right? He thinks he's going to go to the rim, but Brunson goes into a pull-up. And now Wemby's hand is late because he's off balance trying to guard the drive. And what does Brunson get? Bucket. Now Jalen Brunson's getting denied, right? And so the automatic counter to a denial is going back door. But this is the one key when you are denied, right? Watch these. Hold on. Let me show y'all this. This is the one key. That arm right there, right? That bottom arm is the most important thing because you could use that arm to then lead the defender's momentum the opposite direction so you could get downhill and their momentum goes uphill, right? And so now watch what Jalen Brunson does, right? Watch what he does. Look, grabs that arm, leads him that way so he could get that way. And now he's able to get to the rim, get a lay. Wemby not on the floor, no rim protector. Don't got to worry about that. One of Jalen Brunson's favorite moves, he's going to spam it, but defenders just always get manipulated by it. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's the same fake pullout, right? Throws it over to his right side, gets to that three-point line. Watch Trey Jones. He steps up to close up that gap. Fake, eye attack. And now with Hartenstein now being active on that roll and not being behind the line, Wemby now has to really choose between two. He should take away Brunson, but decides to cat and mouse, and Brunson just gets another bucket. I don't know what Wemby is doing. Take that shit away. But just let him go off at 61. Notice the set right here, right? You got DiVincenzo cutting through. You got Brunson on this left side, right? And this is really going to make me question, when is that defense are you going to learn your lesson? So Brunson's got it on this left wing. You got McBride on that screen. Push cross, he rejects, gets to his left side. Gets a great look at the rim. Boom, he floats that. Left hand, once again, the left hand bandit, right? Notice what happens again. DiVincenzo fakes that screen, cuts through. Now Brunson, he gets the screen from McBride. Now you got Vassell. They switch. And as soon as Trey Jones leaves, watch what Brunson does. He goes left again. Who is going to send him right? Right? How long is it going to take? Right? He misses that, but Mitchell Robinson ends up getting that back, getting that two right there. So you got burn on that play. And now watch again what happens. Third time. DiVincenzo fakes that screen. Now he cuts through Brunson, in and out. He goes left. Who's going to send him right? Right? Just even look at the positioning. Who's going to... It's just hard for me. Oh my gosh. I don't get it. Now, boom, foul call. It's just like, come on, man. Who is going to send him right? And it may not be, okay, we're going to send him right. He's going to go right every time. At least take the step to not let him get to exactly where he wants.